This episode of Venture is brought to you by DLA Piper. With lawyers in more than 40 countries, DLA Piper is positioned to provide legal services around the world.
Welcome to Venture. On this episode, we have special host Matt Gray as he spends time with Brian Lowry, Transaction Manager of Strategic Investments at Caterpillar. Their conversation in the BuiltWorlds studio covered a wide range of topics, from lessons learned in the automotive industry to leveraging digital tools available, making the job site a more efficient place to work, and a partnership with NASA and CAT. It's all here in this revealing discussion. Without further delay, take it away, Matt.
Today, our guest is Brian Lowry with Caterpillar Ventures. So Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to Caterpillar Ventures, and then let's hear a little bit about Caterpillar Ventures.
My background is I've been with Caterpillar my entire career. Spent 14 years of my career at Caterpillar as a mechanical engineer in our research and development centers, doing product development on machines, on engines. Really had a great experience through my career of being able to work on the really exciting, cool stuff that Caterpillar does. And had a unique opportunity 2 years ago to get involved in basically the startup of Caterpillar Ventures, and have been able to kind of get that off the ground. And it's been a really exciting time. For a guy that loves technology, loves going out and meeting people and working with enthusiastic entrepreneurs, it's a great opportunity to not only work with our research and development engineers on our strategies, but also be able to bring them, everything that's going on in the outside world and try to make those connections so that we are really staying at the forefront of all the different technology developments that are happening in the world.
CAT is involved in so many things in the industry. Can you tell us about a couple of the areas that are of key interest to Caterpillar Ventures?
And so, Caterpillar, we've got three main areas of our business. We've got mining, we've got energy and transportation, and we've got construction. And with Caterpillar Ventures, we're really focusing on exploring the technologies that are going to go across all those different businesses. And there's a few certain themes in the technology world that really play to all those. And so those are really the main areas of focus that we've got. So with robotics, we look at things like advanced hardware in terms of making hydraulic systems more efficient. We're doing a lot of things in autonomy, which is a really exciting space. We are out in production with fully autonomous vehicles right now. But the work that the automotive industry is doing is really going to help us take those autonomy solutions and bring them down into our smaller machine lines, really broaden the ability of where we can use those, because they're bringing the cost down to where we can use them more broadly.
So that's really something that we might actually start to see in the not too distant future, is some level of autonomy in our construction equipment. Huh?
I think you will, and it may be a while before you see fully autonomous, but there's definitely areas of semi-autonomous, of making the machine be smarter so that the operator can be more efficient, doesn't have to be as skilled as he maybe used to be able to accomplish the same job. And so the machine can basically do a lot of the thinking for him. And that's what you're seeing in the automotive, is starting off in the semi-autonomous and then going fully. We're starting to get into some of that in the construction industry as well. And so that's one of our areas. And then we focus a lot on energy efficiency and renewables, and those types of areas are areas that we're focusing on. There's a huge amount of work going on in the digital space, and that again goes across all of our different businesses, of how do you take advantage of the digital tools and the technologies that are out there to help drive efficiency into all of our customers' operations. And then the last area we focus on is kind of the material space, additive manufacturing, 3D printing. How do we leverage some of those things into creating more value into our machines and components?
Did I see that you were doing that Caterpillar had something in connection with NASA that you were working on?
We do, and so that's a lot of what Caterpillar does, is we partner with different entities to try to advance technology. And so we actually do quite a bit with NASA. And that's one of the programs that we've got, is a challenge about 3D printing habitats on Mars. And so maybe the end game is not necessarily to fully colonize Mars, but a lot of the purpose of that is just simply advancing the technology. So you throw a grand challenge out there, get a lot of people excited about it, get a lot of people interested in it. You take the technology that's being developed for that challenge and you can apply it in so many other areas. And it just generally helps advance basically the technology that's happening that can affect people down here on Earth.
It's great. It's really interesting that CAT is taking those kinds of steps to promote really emerging technology and foster the development of emerging technology in the industry. And it reminds me of another initiative that you have, which is with South by Southwest this year. Can you tell us a little about what you've got going on there?
Sure, and this is all in the vein of we're always trying to find ways to stay plugged into the startup community and make sure that we are getting access to all the different companies that are developing great technologies in the entrepreneurial community, so that we can bring those back and have awareness of it and try to make those connections. And so we've done these before of pitch days. We had one hosted at Peoria about a year and a half ago. It was a great event. We brought people into Peoria and did a pitch day. And this South by Southwest came up from one of our dealers, Holt, down in Texas. Local event for them, and it seemed like a very good venue to have another one of these pitch days, because South by has become a good hub for entrepreneurs, for innovative thinking. And so with it being a local event for Holt and being something that we wanted to support, working with them, it looks like it's going to be a great venue for us to be able to get some more exposure to some of the startup community that's going to be there at that event.
Well, I think it's really great to see Caterpillar taking such a leadership position in really helping to encourage the development of a really active ecosystem in the BuiltWorlds space of entrepreneurs and innovators. So thank you for that. And thank you for taking the time to visit with us today. It was great to have you.
Sure, thanks for having me, appreciate it.
Click to subscribe and see more at BuiltWorlds.com.